What's up everyone, this is going to be the patch 1.4 rundown, done quick. If you're lazy like me and want a really quick video, we're just going to run through the changes, give you my thoughts, and we'll get out of here. Darius, he's gone, his level 2 form has gone from 5 to 6 health. This makes Darius a little bit more durable. I think he's going to be nice once he levels up. It's going to allow him to stick quite easy. It's just a nudge in the right direction for Darius. Anivia, she's gone from a 7 cost to a 6 cost. This is nice for Anivia. She's going to come down a turn earlier. She's going to be able to be played with Rekindler the turn after. I think it's just nice, and it should be okay against Heimerdinger, I think, if he's still in the meta. I'm not sure how the matchup is for Anivia anyway, but we'll see where this lands. Brom. Brom has had his cost increase and his power has gone up by 1. And now when he survives damage, he summons a Mighty Poro. So this is really good. Brom is getting actually quite a big buff. This is going to be pretty cool with some of the Crimson units as well. Really excited to see Brom. I think he needed a bit of love, and this is a pretty cool way to do it. So we'll see what happens. Jinx, Super Mega Death Rocket. It's gone from 2 to 1. This is nice for Jinx. This allows you to pretty much always cast it whether you generate this in hand. Uh, I don't think it's going to make Jinx show up heaps on the ladder, but it's just a nice little nudge in the right direction. I like the direction of this patch so far. They're all kind of just nudging things, although Brom seems like a bit of a shove. This is pretty nice. Followers and spells. So Genevieve Elmer, no one was playing this card because she was a 4/4 at 6. Now she's a 5/5, and she actually can compete with Sister House uh, for the 6 mana slot in Demacia. The fact she has Scout and Challenger is actually really, really good. So if there's, a lot of wide boards, Genevieve could come in and be really strong. I also like the fact that when she's summoned, she gives allies 1/1, whereas with Cytherea, you actually have to attack. So if you think something like Will or some kind of disruption might come down before you can get your Cytherea attack off, this is really nice just to buff up all of your really wide boards. So this drop can actually compete with Cytherea now. It depends. Maybe Cytherea is still better if there's not a lot of 3 attack blockers, but if there's a lot of blockers that are over 3 health and can block her fearsome, then maybe Genevieve comes in as the pick. Unyielding Spirit, gone from burst to fast. This just makes this card uh, not great. You have to think about when you use it, and you pretty much have to use it when your opponent's tapped out of mana now, otherwise they can disrupt it. I don't mind this card being put in the bin till they can work out what to do with it. Basilisk Rider, he's gone from a 2 to 3 health. Now this is really nice for Basilisk Rider. So you can potentially come down on turn 4 with the attack token as a 6/4. That is super, super amazing. Having that 4 health point, it makes him really hard to remove. I'm not sure how good a Allegiance Noxus deck is though. So perhaps this will end up in a spot kind of like your Grifter where you're running Noxus cards. If you proc the Allegiance, you're feeling really good. But now if you don't proc it, you're not actually feeling too bad of having this 5/3 with Overwhelm. So I think this is going to be a nice card in some Noxus decks. Captain Ferran, old text, play, transform all cards into Decimate. New text, when I'm summoned, create 3 Decimates in hand. So Captain Ferran is now a massive late game win condition. This seems really, really good. I could see this. This isn't a aggro card though. This is more like a win condition for control decks. I could see this working in War Mother's control because this is summoned now, not play rat, so he can be summoned out of the deck and create all these decimates in hand. Really cool. I'd like to see what decks can utilize him. He does seem a little slow at the 8 mana cost. You might not even get a chance to cast all these decimates, but it could be good. It could be good. Aurora Borealis gone from 6 to 7, so this is another Poro buff along with Brom. I think it's nice to do this, and it's just a nice little nudge in the right direction for the Poro deck. Poro Hurler has got some big changes, so he's gone from 4 to 2 in cost. His power's gone from 3 to 2, and his health's gone from 4 to 3. And now he only summons 1 Poro if you have a Poro ally. Oh, not summon, sorry, he draws a Poro. This is actually a really nice change. Poro Herder fits really nicely into the curve of the deck now. It's got a nice kind of defensive stat line. And this feels like the card that Poro Herder was always supposed to be. So I'm a really big fan of this change. She Who Wanders has been added regeneration. Okay. They Who Endure costs 6 to 7. Now, this is really nice. This means that if you want to drop Lay Here Endure and Atrocity on the same turn, you need the full 13 mana stacked up, so you have to wait till turn 10 if you want to pull off that combo. Additionally, this thing isn't coming down on turn 6 as like, sometimes it'll come down as like a 7/7 or an 8/8 and get 2 swings off and be pretty oppressive that way. So it's nice that they're kind of doing light nerfs on this. I really like all the light nerfs so far. It's good. Ran Shadowblade. Oh man, I want this card to work so badly. So he's going from 8 to 4, his power is going from 6 to 3, and his health is going from 4 to 3. He has the new text, Quick Attack. Okay, so he's got Quick Attack now, and Strike, create a Shadow Fiend in hand. This is really, really cool. This is just really, really cool. I'd love to see how people can make use of this deck, and it just seems, the use of this follower, and he just seems super cool now. I think he's a nice value generation. It's a little bit of ephemeral support too, which is really nice. And having this, 1 mana 4/3 could force your opponent to do things like open attack because they know you have this sitting in hand, right? So if they develop, you can just drop this 1 mana 4/3 and they know they're probably going to lose a minion or take a fair chunk of minion damage to it. So this could be really nice. His cost is still, that 4 cost, and he's only a 3/3, so we'll see where he lands. I think really cool card though. Jebediah. His cost has gone from 8 to 6, his health has gone from 6 to 4, and his power has gone from 6 to 4. He no longer has elusive, and he still has his signature kind of thing when I'm targeted and survive, draw 1. I'm not sure what they're hoping for Jay Madara. I'm not sure if he's going to be good. I could see him maybe in a throw your deck with, all the buff cards, Elixir of Iron and Fury of the North, and you could possibly generate uh, some value that way, or possibly even go in a different direction with Noxus and using Crimson Disciples and Transfusion, which I think I'm not sure how good that would be, but I don't think we're going to see much of Jay until they give him maybe another light buff. I think he needs something. He needs a bit more help. Escaped Abomination, gone from 4 to 3 health. This is really nice. This just stops the tempo kind of endure deck being so oppressive. We've seen how much small changes make to the small changes of a stat can change a card and how the game plays out. So I really like this change. This makes it so much easier to remove. That 3 to 4 kind of jump is a big threshold in Legends of Runeterra. So it's nice that this is at that 3. I think it's quite suitable. Harrowing costs 10 to 9. Now Harrowing, this is a nice spooky karma buff because you obviously if you have 13 mana you can cast this on turn 9 and then your opponent may deny it and then you can have your deny ready for their deny and summon all your minions. So this is nice. Also for decks that are not spooky karma, this is just nice too. I think it's a cool card and a cool way to have a win condition. So it'd be nice to see more of the Harrowing around. Dredge's power 2 to 1. I I don't mind this nerf. This nerfs the early game of deep, which I think is a fine way to kind of attack it and hit it a little bit. It just makes it so this thing doesn't trade so well because you're normally using your units offensively as deep. Having that 2 attack did allow it to kill off a lot of 3/2s in the early game. So this will actually impact deep, and I wouldn't be surprised if they had some secret right data, much like the Legion Rigard on turn 1. If you had Dredges on turn 1, it felt really good as deep, so I don't mind this going down to 1 attack. Mind Meld, 8 to 7. Is Mind Meld good? I don't think so, but I think it's cool that it's getting a bit of love. I think it's a cool card, and if someone can find a deck to make it work, I think that's really fun. Petty Officer, health 1 to 2. This is really nice. Petty Officer always felt so fragile. I always wanted to put him on my decks. Always felt so weird having a 3-drop with 1 health. So this is just really nice. I really like that, and I like, yeah, I just like it a lot. Okay, Black Market Merchant. Wait there. Okay, so we have Nab now. So we draw a non-champion card from the bottom of the enemy deck. Right. So Black Market Merchant has gone to 1 health. This It's kind of weird because normally you play Black Market Merchant after you've already plundered, and then you're playing one or two pilfered goods. This just means that you're probably not going to get as many shenanigans where, you have two or three Black Market Merchants sitting on the bench and just, casting and stealing cards. So it kind of cuts down some of the shenanigans a little bit because he's probably going to be a lot more fragile. But I think more people want a heavier nerfs to this card. This Pilfer Goods has gone to Nab, and Allegiance has, and sorry, Yellow Grifter has gone to Nab as well. Now, this actually is a nerf for Twist of Fate because Pilfer Goods is one of the things helping Twist of Fate actually reach his level up condition. And now that this is not draw, this is Nab, that means TF can't level up as easy. And it's kind of sad because TF isn't really that good anyway. And this is one of the things supporting him. So I'd like to see some TF buffs in compensation. That'd be really nice. Also, when you nab from the bottom of your opponent's deck, you're no longer thinning out their deck and making it easier for them to draw their champions. This is actually just drawing from the bottom of the deck, and their champions are probably going to be, where they are. You're not thinning it out. So it is a bit of a power shift. So you're not allowing your opponent to draw their champions easier, but this is helpful if you're playing Freljord or any kind of deck buff thing. Consistency. We've got some boards. Let's check it out. Nice. This is a pretty cool Guardian. Card backs. Damn, I like this Lysium one. This is really cool. Emotes. Ooh, Fizz and Citria. Actually, these are all really good. I'm a big fan. Nice, nice, nice. Bundles. We have a Lysian bundle. Da 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 da, and Expedition. Alright, guys, that's it for the quick rundown of patch 1.4. If you guys want to like or follow, if you liked it, that's gonna help the channel grow. I'm super excited. I just got my webcam today. I got this mic today, and we're gonna start streaming in the next couple of days. So I'm super excited to get more content out for you guys, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun. So till next time, I'll see you later. Bye.